All right, let's get right into it. Today, we are cracking the code on a literary analysis assignment for Angela Carter's The Tiger's Bride. You know, one of those assignments that can look a little intimidating at first. Well, we're going to turn that complex prompt into a super clear roadmap for an A-plus post.
So, you open up the assignment and bam, you get hit with a phrase like this. Examine how Carter exposes the instability of concepts. I mean, come on, it's that kind of dense, academic language that can totally make your head spin. It's so easy to feel a little lost right from the get-go.
And yeah, that's the big question, right? How in the world do you turn that into an actual A-plus post? It feels like a huge leap from this abstract idea to a sharp, focused discussion post that's actually going to get you a great grade.
But hey, don't you worry, that is exactly what we're here to do. We're going to break this whole thing down, step by step, piece by piece, so you walk away knowing exactly what to do. You'll have a crystal clear plan. All right, first things first. Let's deconstruct the assignment itself. Before we even touch the big, heady ideas, we got to know the rules of the game, right? The deadlines, the word counts, all that practical stuff. Okay, so here's the breakdown. Your initial post, that's the big one, 300 plus words, is due Monday. Then you've got to circle back by Wednesday to write 2 replies to your classmates. And these aren't just great post replies, okay? We're talking 150 plus words each. Pretty straightforward? Got it? Awesome.
Now that we've got the logistics out of the way, we can dive into the really fun part, the big ideas. Because look, to write a truly great post, you first have to get a handle on the key concepts that are driving this entire assignment.
And that brings us to this term, deconstructive theory. I know it sounds super intimidating, right? But trust me, it's way simpler than it sounds. Think of yourself as a detective. Your job is to find a pair of opposites in the story, like, say, good and evil, and then show how the story actually makes that opposition, well, kind of unstable or unclear. Where do those lines get blurry? That's what you're looking for.
And guess what? The assignment basically gives you a cheat sheet. These are the key binaries, the pairs of opposites that the story plays with. You've got civilized versus savage, human versus animal, subject versus object, and masculine versus feminine. It's like a menu. You just have to pick which one looks most interesting to you to analyze.
All right, so you know the theory, you've got your menu of binaries. Now what? Well, now it's time to actually find your argument. You have to choose your focus, your specific angle of attack.
And this is the best part, seriously. The prompt doesn't just leave you hanging. It gives you a treasure map. It literally points you to the exact places in the story to look for that blurriness. Think about it. Who's the real savage here? The animal beast who seems pretty emotionally straightforward? Or the human father who literally gambles away his own daughter? I mean, come on, that's an analytical goldmine right there.
Okay, you've got your idea, you've found your evidence. Now, how do you build this into a killer initial post? Let's talk structure, because a great idea without good structure can kind of fall flat, you know? In academic writing, how you build your paragraph is everything.
And I've got a super simple 4-step recipe for success right here. 1. Make your claim. Just state which binary you're looking at. 2. Give your evidence. Pull a specific quote or describe a scene. 3. Analyze it. This is the big one. Explain how that evidence messes with the binary. And 4. Wrap it up with a conclusion. Just restate why this whole thing makes the story's meaning so much more ambiguous and cool.
So you've crafted your initial post, you hit submit, and you're feeling good. But wait, you're not done yet. We've got to talk about the replies. And seriously, these are just as important. This is your chance to have a real academic conversation, not just, check off a box on the assignment.
And you can really see the difference here between a weak reply and a strong one. A weak reply is like, I agree, or great point. It just stops the conversation dead. But a strong reply, that pushes the conversation forward. You can extend their idea, you can complicate it, or you can even challenge it. That's where the real learning happens.
And here is a pro tip. And this one comes straight from the assignment prompt itself. Introduce something new. Don't just rehash what your classmates said. Your goal is to bring in more evidence from the story, or maybe a new theoretical insight. You want to build on what they've started and really take the conversation up a notch.
Okay, let's zoom out for a second. After all this work, the post, the replies, what's the actual point? What's the big picture takeaway here? Because believe it or not, an assignment like this is about way more than just getting a good grade.
Here's the secret. The goal isn't to find the one right answer. This isn't a math problem. Your instructor wants to see you explore the contradictions. They want you to get comfortable with the messiness of the story. Your job is to dive into those tensions that Angela Carter weaves into her writing so brilliantly.
So there you have it. The code is cracked. The path is laid out. You are absolutely ready to dive in and nail this thing. So the only real question left is, which of these fascinating tensions are you going to uncover first? Go for it. You've totally got this.